Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pow-wow stream. I'm your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today is Hey Camel.
Good evening.
How's things been? It's been a while since we've had a Pow-wow stream for a while, so
I mean, could be better, could be worse. Uh, no sense in complaining.
I was,
Yourself?
I was gonna say it's been a long, for me, 4 months. No, 6 months. Oh God, it has been 6 months.
It's been a good long while, yeah. And it's felt even longer.
Yeah, and both for different reasons, but kind of the same. Medical, as that's all I can really go into. But
Yeah, I mean, I think we've pretty well talked about it. Each of our different stuff going on, multiple streams, so
yeah,
no sense in rehashing. So, shall we get to the dog nappers?
we should. Let's see here if I can bring that up here.
Morning, Mr. Dax. How's it going, man?
Let's see here.
You want me to go ahead and start reading or are you gonna pull it up on screen?
I was gonna pull it up on screen here. Let's see. All right, there we go.
Suspects sought in armed robbery and assault with a dangerous weapon offenses that occurred in the district. This is from the D.C. Metro Police. This is a release. Detectives from the Metropolitan Police Department's Criminal Investigations Division seek the public's assistance in identifying and locating suspects in reference to armed robbery and assault with a dangerous weapon, both gun charges, offenses that occurred on Wednesday, April 13th, 2022 in the district. At approximately 4:12 p.m., the suspects exited a vehicle and approached the victim in the 5400 block of Kansas Avenue Northwest. One of the suspects brandished a handgun and demanded the victim's dog and property. So they don't just want your wallet, man. They don't want your credit cards and your cash. They want your dog. They want to kidnap your best friend. How fucked is that? Like, you don't even have an emotional support animal to like get you through the fact that you just got stuck up.
Well, you think they could train the dog to
Well, I mean, this
stick
is a
up the
French
pets?
bulldog. What?
You can get the two people to rob the people walking their dog. They can get sort of like a seeing eye dog, like a sea robbing dog.
The victim complied. The suspects then fled the scene in a vehicle. Um, Dog is described as a 1-year-old male French bulldog wearing a black collar and black leash and goes by the name Bruno. The dog can be seen in the photo below.
I wonder if they chipped him.
Um, I mean, if this person's, I mean, there's some pretty poor areas of DC, but I don't know any poor people that got a French bulldog. I know English bulldogs are expensive. I gotta imagine French ones are just as, if not more. But they continued on, Johnny. Not only did they, rob that one person and steal their dog, they kept going.
They ran
At approximately 4:29 p.m. Keep that in mind, folks. The first one was at 4:12. The second one's 4:29 p.m. The suspects exit a vehicle, approached the victim in the 2000 block of 8th Street Northwest. One of the suspects brandished a handgun and demonstrated the victim's dog, demanded the victim's dog and property. So I mean, they're sticking with the pattern at least. They're consistent in that. But I went ahead and read out the addresses there because I plugged them into Google Maps and they're a good distance away. Like if you're just going based off of Google Maps, I'm sure they probably cut a shorter path being from the area. But there's some distance there.
Yeah, without having Google Maps pulled up, which I probably should have done. But
It's according to Google Maps, it's roughly 13 minutes, 13 minute drive. So like they're covering some distance, and then we got a couple more minutes to like find another victim, rob them of their dog and wallet, hop back in the car.
I wonder. I wonder if that is like DC time or if that's just like, hey, there's no one on the road. let's drive normally time?
I have no idea, you know.
Because I can
But
imagine DC being pretty thick traffic.
I would imagine so, especially because it's I don't know. That's that's saying like four. That's a 4 miles distance. You know, one way, 3 miles another. And so they're probably about 5 miles from the White House. You know, Capitol, Smithsonian, all that stuff. You know, this is pretty close to the National Mall. I imagine the traffic around there is pretty thick. But yeah, at 4:29, they rob another person of their dog and their property. This one's a 10-week-old male Australian Shepherd named Pablo. Also, picture provided below. So they stick up this little guy at 4:29, hop back in the car. At 4:38, the cops are responding to the 2100 block of 4th Street Northeast after hearing the sounds of gunshots. They've upped their game, Johnny. Shots have been fired. Upon arrival, members located 2 adult males suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The victims were transported to local hospitals for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries.
Well, at least there's that.
10 minutes later, 4:48 p.m., suspects exited the vehicle and approached a victim at the 1300 block of 2nd Street Northeast. So, like, this is a really bad day to be on an even number street. They went from 8th Street to 4th Street to 2nd Street. Suspect brandished a handgun to the victim's property. This one apparently didn't have a dog to steal, so they just took their purse or whatever. And they've got a picture of like people stepping out of the car, but we don't have a whole picture of the fucking car. Can you make that out, Johnny? Like what kind of vehicle looks like these 2 youths are getting into?
Not like I can take a look, but
like I mean,
it looks
like they spliced 2 pictures together. One's like the right back end of a car, and the other's a left front end. You know.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what kind of car that is just based off of what they're showing in the picture.
I would say it kind of looks like, I'd say like I don't know, like a Focus. Probably something smaller.
There again, I'm not a car guy, but yes, like
which is funny because the Focus is kind of small as it is. So, did they even say what kind of car they were driving?
No. The vehicle in reference to the above offenses has been recovered. So I guess that's why they don't care if you can identify the car.
Yeah.
The two of the suspects were captured by a camera. It can be seen in the photos below. And that's the end of the article, yeah. Really. And anyone with knowledge of these incidents, call the police at 0207279099 or text the department's tip line.
Reward of up to $10,000.
Oh, I saw it looked like the owners of the Australian Shepherd Pablo. I could have swore I saw somebody was tweeting out they were offering like a $5,000 reward, just like the owners. So I mean, you catch these 2 dudes, get the dogs back to the people, you could be looking at like 15 G's.
Yeah. Well, some people have done really stupid shit, like kidnapping pets to wait for the reward, and then would return it for the reward. Because that never goes wrong.
No, man, no. Never goes wrong. But yeah, I just thought like you don't hear stuff like that very often. Like how often do you hear about somebody getting their dog stolen at gunpoint? Along with like, hey, give me your give me your wallet, give me your watch, give me your jewelry, give me your poodle. No, you don't hear that last one. You know,
Yeah. I'll take your keys, your wallet.
and give me that Chihuahua. Yeah, Australian Shepherds are very good dogs. They're very good pets. But yeah, man, like they're gonna rob you and kidnap your best friend all at the same time. Those heartless bastards.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Like I joked earlier, calling them two youths. You can't identify those dudes, based off of the picture they provide either, because hoodies. They're wearing masks because it's DC. But like if those worked, like teenage kids or whatever, I don't care if they're I don't care if they just turned 13. Lock them up and throw away the key. Those are obviously criminal masterminds.
Yeah.
Those are devious little evil bastards. No.
I'm finding a lot of weird, odd stories here, and yeah, that is.
Weird and odd or good? What you got?
Let's see here. This one's kind of stupid. Let's bring it up here. Man pleads guilty to taking 2 baby bears from their den.
Wait, that's a crime?
Yes. Let's see here. Northern California man who had.
Yeah, I should probably go ahead and say, like, that pause was like genuinely just kind of stumped. Like I don't have any baby bears in my possession, just so you know.
Well, no, and
full disclosure.
and coming from the guy who reported animal attacks like you wouldn't believe, yeah, this is one of the dumbest things I gotta say.
I mean, I knew it was a crime against nature. I didn't know it was like on the books. Law of man, don't take baby bears. I thought that went without saying.
Can you read cynics there? Because that would be.
He lost me at the after Griffin.
Vendine.
I have no idea what that is. You stumped me, cynic. The fuck are you talking about?
We'll have
I'm pretty sure a griffin's a mythical creature. I'm guessing Bassett's coming from a Basset Hound.
All right, we'll look it up real quick. Petite Basset.
Oh, it's a French scent hound. Okay. So it's like a Basset poodle or what?
Oh, it's like Tramp.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Wait, is that Tramp or would that be? No, not Tramp.
That looks like somebody mixed a Schnauzer and a Basset Hound.
This one's kind of got the face.
Or a wiener dog, like that one on the top right. It looks kind of small. Yeah, like a Schnauzer and a Basset Hound or a Dash Hound.
Anyway, so let's see here. Northern California man who admitted to taking 2 bear cubs from their den and notified officials that he was unable to care for them. Gee, I wonder why.
You don't say.
Pleaded. I thought it was pled.
I think it's one of those like tomato things. I don't know, dude.
We'll have to see if we can harass one of the YouTube lawyers and be like, "Is it pleaded or pled?" Settle a bet.
I feel like I've only ever heard like they pled. I feel like I only ever heard that like on TV for some reason.
Yeah, but I've never heard pleaded before. Except
So
for, well,
I admit I didn't watch a lot of court TV when that was a big thing, you know.
okay,
So
I'm wrong. They pleaded their case, but they
ah,
pled guilty.
gotcha.
So I'm not sure. Let's see here. As we were unable to care for them, possession of a prohibited species. Cody Dylan Setzer, 29. You should have known better. And a coworker who has not been identified because it's probably underage, and have been
Well, first of all, it's Northern California, first of all, so yeah, that's pretty dumb. Now in Oklahoma, I'd have to look that up. I mean, we had that, you know, Joe Exotic weirdo with tigers. I'm sure you could probably have like a bear at some point.
well, I mean,
Gotta be some kind of form or something you can fill out, you know.
yeah, I mean, you can get a license to care for the animals, but you have to like show that you can do that. I'm sure. It's not like, look, I've got a square foot sectioned off for this animal. Like,
Or in this guy's case, like, hey, finders keepers, possession is 9/10. You know.
yeah, gotta get your bear arm somewhere. Nice. Let's see here.
That is correct, Sean. We do have the right to bear arms. Everyone thinks that's something to do with, you know, guns, and no, man. Second Amendment's all about, you know, having your own, you know, personal attack bears.
You know, if I could get a personal attack bear, I wouldn't need to be working out. Let's see here. Setzer contacted wildlife officers on March 9th, 2019, and told them that he found the baby bears along Highway 263 north of someplace county. The department said, but wildlife officers became suspicious of his story after they went out to the site and found no bear tracks or habitat. Bear cubs are 100% dependent on the sow.
Just like you would call a
Pig.
mama pig a sow. Yeah.
Let's see. And if they had been wandering, they wouldn't have survived, said Captain Patrick Foy of the department's law enforcement division.
You know, I see, you know, Sith and chat says, I want a personal attack bear with a minigun on his back. I'm willing to bet you, if you were motivated enough, you could turn, you know, personal attack bear into like a 2A meme. I'm just not that motivated. So like anybody wants that, that's a free idea. You know, just you know, if you make it a thing, just give me a nod or something.
Let's see. Setzer's coworker.
Get me some more followers on Twitter at the very least.
Setzer's coworker at a timber management company confessed to the wildlife offices and cooperated with the investigation. Your friend sold you out.
I mean, wouldn't you? Like, Johnny, if I called you up tomorrow and be like, hey, dude, guess what I managed to snag today? And I said bear cubs.
And I'd say, the fuck you did. Like,
yeah, brought home a couple of black bear cubs. What do you think, man? You tell me you wouldn't be calling the authorities on my ass like, something's not right. Can I get a wellness check?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think my phone's calling out. Let me get back at you for a second.
Discord's cutting out, man. I'll be right back. Chat. Johnny would be, you know, he would be like crinkling paper into his mic so fast, like, dude, I'm losing a signal. Like this guy didn't, you know, this guy didn't kill anybody or anything like that, but yeah, definitely. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is an intervention.
Yeah, no, that's so fucking weird. Let's see here. The bear cubs were taken to CDFW's Wildlife Health Laboratory in Rancho Cordova, and later turned over for rehabilitation to Lake Tahoe's Wildlife Care, which they said were the youngest ever brought to the facility. The cubs were returned to their native habitat in Shasta County on April 28th, 2020. Oh, this is an old story. April 28th, 2020. Man.
When was this? Scroll up, dude. Where did you find this? Twitter?
March 16th, 2020. Oh, it must have been just.
Damn.
He must have done it in 2020. This is March 16th, 2022. So this is last month.
Okay.
But he must have done it in 2020. Man, COVID makes you do weird shit. Let's see here.
Mr. Dax. Hey, Hellcat, did you know the bear cubs are free? The forest is full of them. I have 3. I mean, I admit, dude, I want to take in all the critters. Like, I'm the crazy cat lady in my family. You know, like I have all the pets.
Yeah, my wife's the crazy cat lady, and
You know, something I didn't think of earlier for that first story we did with the dog nappers.
yeah.
I'd love to see them do that with Chewy. You know, like me take Chewy on a walk.
Give me your dog.
Like, if I put this leash down, you are not gonna like it. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah, I had a dog.
I think he's probably about 130, 140 now. He's a big boy.
I had a Siberian Husky. It's like if they were to be like, "Give me your wallet and your dog," and I let go of the leash, that dog is just gone. Like sweep the leg, Johnny, because I'm leaving you here.
And Johnny just turns around, like sees like the cloud of dust leaving, like, oh, I'm getting shot.
No, that was me shuffling a Costco envelope thing. I do have Pow-wow, but not anywhere near here. Hey, Addie.
Oh man, what, did you find? You said you had a bunch of weird and odd stories. Was that the oldest of the weird and odd, or
that is one of them? Most of these are from AP, so it's
I haven't gone through the AP in a while, so I mean this would be pretty fresh stuff to me.
from March 31st, 2022. The oldest U.S. active park ranger retires at 100.
Damn, inflation! She had to work to 100. I didn't know it was that bad. Shit.
Apparently, creeping out kids is marketable at all places. Let's see here. The nation's oldest active park ranger is hanging up her smoky hat at the age of 100. Betty Reed Soskin retired Thursday after 15 years at the Rosie the Riveter World War II home front National Historic Park in Richmond, California, the National Park Service announced. Oh, so they kept her inside. She wasn't an actual park ranger.
Well, I mean, you know, she works for the park service, don't she?
Yeah,
like, so she worked there for 15 years, or was that like the entirety of her park service career? Does it say?
15 years at that place.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, was that the entirety of her career with the park service, or did she work there longer, and that was just the last 15 years she was at this one place? Because I can't imagine, like, can you imagine being 85 and filling out a job application?
If I don't move, I'm going to die alone.
I don't know, man. 85. I'm 33 and I'm already bored, dude. Like 85, I'm probably just be like, go ahead and take me now. Yeah, let's go.
Let's see here.
I can't imagine working another 15 years after that. God damn.
Yeah, when retirement's like at the age of 70, you know, for most of my calls at work, somewhere between the ages of 70 and 75, most people are retired. There's been a couple calls where the guy's like, I'm 95, I'm still working, and I'm like, why? But most people are they get bored and they can't sit still.
I mean, the part of me wants to hope like that 95-year-old dude that's still working is like, oh, I just love it. It's like it's never a day of work. I'm doing what I love. More than likely, it's like got in deep with a bookie. Don't ever bet against Brady. On the spread or something. I don't know. Just it sounds like at 95, you're working because you don't have any other options.
It's just looking like Stan's grandpa at the Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Let's see here. She led tours at the park and museum honoring women who worked in factories during wartime. Shared her own experience as a capital B black woman during the conflict.
It's the AP they're doing that because their style guide.
Yeah. She worked for the U.S. Air Force in 1942, but quit after she learned that she was employed only because her superiors believed she was white, according to a Park Service biography.
Scroll back up. Scroll back up. What do you think, Johnny?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I call bullshit on the I thought you were white, but I'd say it's because I would believe it if they said it because she was a woman before she said she was black.
I don't know. She kind of that's a great thing about like old people. They all kind of look alike at a certain point. I see her. I don't see a white woman, but I do see Martin Scorsese. Kind of, sorta.
A little bit.
Maybe it's just the glasses. I don't know. They're both old.
Let's see here. Yeah, nope, there's nothing there. Oh, there is more to the story. Let's see here. Betty has made a profound impact on the National Park Service and the way we carry out our mission, Director Chuck Sam said. Her efforts remind us that we must seek out and give space for all perspectives so that we can tell a more full and inclusive history of our nation. Here's the forest, there's some trees. I'm black. What's going on here? Like,
I think the big thing of the story is like working to 100. God help us all. That's the takeaway that I have for this story. Put all the race stuff aside. That's a red herring. This lady was working till she was 100.
Yeah. She was named California Woman of the Year in '95. She received a presidential coin from
1995. How old was she then? Because she's 100 now, right? This is a story from last month. So 100 in 2022.
She was 75.
No, she's 75.
Like, give or take.
That's still, I mean, especially like, even in the 90s, that's definitely retirement age.
Let's see here.
I just realized I have not seen Clue in so long. Thank you, Frosted. and why doesn't Frosted have a wrench?
I thought
he's been here enough times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's streamed with us. I don't know why he didn't have a wrench. We will fix that.
I need to find a copy or some streaming service that has Clue, and I gotta go watch that now. Put it on the list, Johnny. We'll get around to it someday.
I have it on my computer, actually. Let's see here. In June 2016, she was awakened by her home and a robber who repeatedly punched her in the face.
Wait, whoa! This is still the
Yeah.
Park Service lady?
Yeah.
Okay, how did we go from Woman of the Year in California in the '90s to getting punched in the face in her home? I missed something.
The presidential coin that she got, because I brought that up.
Okay, so she got a presidential coin for getting punched in the face?
No, she got a presidential coin from Barack Obama, and then she got punched in the face, and they stole the coin. Amongst other items. Maybe a pet.
I mean, did they yell it was MAGA country too? Like that? Like damn. The president gives you a coin, you get punched in the face and robbed. This is the first. This isn't a wrench nose state, Frosted. Plenty of folks here don't have a wrench.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, that's not a weird one. And it kind of had a weird turn to it, because...
I mean, that had a few different turns to it, man. Like, first of all, she's, finally retiring at 100. Was this, that, and the other, and she got robbed. Like, obviously, this lady's got some stories to tell. I want to hear. I want to hear some more about her. Have one of your grandkids or great grandkids. Something. Start you a YouTube channel, ma'am, and tell us some more of your stories.
And then I got punched in the face at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like, again, I'm in my early 30s. I'm having trouble staying awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's not one of those type of things you can just rob from someone and be like, "Oh, look what I found."
Well, yeah, that's completely worthless. It's an individualized coin from the President of the United States. Who's going to fence that?
It's got her name on it.
Not only that, they cast the mold with her picture. What's up, Tier? How's it going, man? Gulf City Johnny Blaze.
Hey, let's see here. No, that is a weird one. But to segue into the next weird story, do you fish at all?
No. I don't need an excuse to drink, so I don't fish.
Gotcha. I haven't fished in years. I caught a carp once, and then we found out that in the location we had fished, is that your cat?
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's down the hallways. Apparently, sitting on my headset made it work better.
See, no, we went fishing, and we caught essentially an oversized goldfish. And
were you guys at like some rich dude's koi pond? Is that what happened?
No, actually, we were at. It was back when I was working for the group home for people with developmental disabilities. We went to the rival company and stole a canoe and paddled out into one of the lakes. And
so you stole somebody else's koi fish from a different disabled facility.
I plead the fifth on that one. But yeah, so we took it to the lake, And we're at the time, quite a few people fish there, so we were just like we weren't expecting rainbow trout or anything like that. So we go fishing. My friends catch one. We get it back to my apartment, and then we find out that it's a goldfish. That because they had goldfish in the group home, and so instead of flushing them, they just dumped them in the lake, and a couple of them survived. So
There aren't any like nuclear power plants nearby, are there? This isn't like a Springfield type situation where it has three eyes, right?
no, and there's no nuclear plant. It's a pretty shitty lake, so there's a lot for bottom feeding carp to feed on when it's there.
Hey, Uzi, how's it going?
Hey, Uzi.
Yeah, I haven't been fishing since I was a kid, and it was never my idea to go fishing. So, that's probably where I learned, what fishing was. The definition I gave earlier, just an excuse to drink. Because, anytime I was taken out there, they were drinking beer, I was drinking root beer. It's like, yeah, we could have just done this at home.
Yeah. But to segue into that story, bring that up here. Ice fishing shanty blown across Michigan Bay. Anglers safe.
Were there any whores inside?
Most likely. If there's anything I've heard about Michigan and Minnesota, they like their whores and ice fishing. Let's see here. 3 anglers are safe after a homemade...
I just thought of something.
What's that?
Like, can you imagine, like, the shanty got blown from Minnesota to Michigan, and just like some whore in like a tube top, steps out like, I don't think we're in St. Paul anymore. Yes, that's where my mind went.
Well, also it depends on how strong the winds were and if they actually picked up the house. That would be pretty funny. Let's see. 3 anglers are safe and they're whore. After a homemade ice fishing shanty was blown a mile, 1.6 kilometers, for people who care. Across.
Well, I mean, I guess they're that close to Canada, so like, yeah, we'll go ahead and add in the metrics for them.
That's true. Across the bay in Michigan, that by winds that neared 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers, authorities said. A person on shore, the Huron County dispatchers, about 8 a.m. Sunday, after seeing someone struggling with the shanty as it was being blown across the ice on Saginaw Bay off of McKinley Township, Huron. County Sheriff Kelly Hansen said in the news release. The shanty, which was occupied by 3 men, was about 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometers offshore when the deputies arrived. Hansen said the fire department airboat was taken to the site for rescue, but 3 men eventually were able to make it across the ice to the shore on their own.
Johnny, read the last thing that Tier said in chat, please.
My father taught me to crab.
Again, the first thing that came to my mind. Taught me all about crabbing. Crab cakes.
I love shrimp.
It's been a long day. I think I'm about half delirious right now. And Terry says, Amazon apologized for the troubles to a customer in Dublin. What? Why? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Tears from Maryland. Well, I mean, it fits even better then. I mean, but I mean that would be something kind of cool, actually like learn how to catch crab and whatnot, have your own seafood. But there again, I live in Oklahoma, landlocked states. Do not trust seafood.
See, and I, though I live in a landlocked state, will trust the place that has the sushi that I get because it's awesome and they fly it in daily.
I mean, there are cows like 10 miles that away. You know, you know. There's no like spicy tuna roll that close that I trust. Hey, Talik, how's it going?
Hey, Telek.
And Terry put a link to it in chat. I gotta see this. Oh, my computer's running slow.
I don't see it that they fly it in, but that is the word on the street. It still tastes good, and I'll still eat it even if it kills me. Let's see here. The men refused medical treatment. They told deputies they spent Saturday night on the ice in the shanty and were unaware of the approaching storm. How did you miss it? But apparently took for granted the power of the winds, as most people do. Let's see. The men were making arrangements to return to shore when the wind gusts began to push the shanty. McKinley Township is located in Michigan's Thumb region, about 120 miles, 193 kilometers north of Detroit. And that's the end of that story. That's kind of a anticlimactic end there.
Oh, okay. So this person is an English Brit living in what, Dublin or whatever. They're living in the Republic of Ireland, and they're wanting to watch the
England Georgia game
yeah.
from 2 years ago.
Man, everything's old today, huh? Yeah, I just saw that too. Like, it took me a second because I had to like, what does this have to do with? Is this football? What? Live dangerously, eat the sushi from the grocery store.
Nope.
I mean, dangerously would be like the sushi from the gas station.
I was gonna say the gas station's not getting it either.
Like, but yeah, like I don't have any particular knowledge or skill in preparing it. So no, I'm not buying grocery store sushi.
That's
I prefer I prefer that the animals I eat have a face that doesn't look completely retarded, and fish have a completely retarded face. So
now I haven't. Where was I going with that? I haven't followed up with any of the torture streams that we've done to see if there's comments or if there's.
I mean, a hand of gas keeps popping up pretty regularly, so that's all I need is a follow up.
Yeah. Let's see here. But I do believe the Ali Wong one that we watched, Terry mentioned.
Now, did we only do one of hers, or did we do both of her Netflix specials?
We did one, but
we did the first one, right?
But I watched two of them.
That's right. We both watched the second one. I just didn't remember if we did a stream on it.
Yeah, we watched the second one, and that's the one we did the stream on. But I watched the first one before watching the second one. and it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay, so I shouldn't feel too bad about being confused because I thought we watched the first one.
No, it was Baby Cobra, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I mean, she was pregnant in both of them. It doesn't matter.
Again, it's pretty much the same. Like the only thing that's different is like her clothes, I think.
Yeah, the one where she did the dance. And I think that was Baby Cobra. So that might have been the first one. I'm not sure. But
the first time I heard about her was from Rogan. Joe Rogan said that she was funny. I was like, okay, well, I like Rogan, all right. I like a lot of the other comedians that hang around Rogan. And him giving her the seal of approval, I was like, all right, let's check this out. And then she ended up being on the list. One of the first couple lists we started out with.
Yep.
And started making me question Joe. Her and Amy Schumer made me question Joe Rogan's judgment, comedy wise.
So apparently, it wasn't the fact that she got a divorce that was the problem. It's that people thought that she was married to what was it, Stephen Park or whatever his name is?
Randall Park. Think his first Randall Park. Randall Park. Yeah, as soon as you said his last name, I was like, I blanked on the first name. They thought she was married to Randall Park.
According to this lady, I haven't read the article, but I guess we'll see what we got there. Let's see, Ali Wong.
So what I'm hearing so far is this lady is kind of racist and thought that she was married to Randall. I had no idea who she was married to. I remember she described him in that special we watched. Because their mix of ethnicities was supposed to be humorous.
Yes, and the fact that they were supposed to hate each other, and then they ended up married, and then she just was incredibly bitter about how he was supposed to be the trophy husband, and she ended up being the breadwinner.
Well, I mean, if he was the trophy husband, does that mean like he was taking care of the kids and she's going to pay child support on top of alimony or whatever?
I have no idea.
Well, no, like that was another bit of her routine was like they signed a prenup, so like if they got divorced, he wasn't getting any of her money. It's like, yeah, but who gets the kids? You're a comedian who has openly talked about fucking homeless men. He might, if I were his attorney, I'd definitely be playing that for the judge.
It's
like, Your Honor,
joke.
She may be humorous. She may be well compensated for being humorous, but she's clearly shown a lack in judgment. Even if that's a joke, I mean, telling people that like it was true, poor form.
Let's see here. Ali Wong has given the public loads of very personal information about her husband. Someone's paid attention. In her most recent stand-up special, Don Wong. Okay, when is this? April 13th. Oh, so this is today.
So I don't remember this one.
This is
when did this come out?
This is a very new one. I think it came out like last month.
Oh, Johnny, we're going to fire up the Sunday stream.
Yep. Or Saturday. We got time. Hey, Michael Hatfield. In her most recent
Michael,
Netflix stand-up special, Don Wong, the Asian American actor, who cares, bragged about her Asian American husband's accolades. Before ripping them apart. He went to Carnegie
Mellon University. I think that's in Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken.
And Harvard Business School, which, if you had paid attention, she said it at least 7 or 8 times.
She was very proud of the fact her husband went to Harvard, yes.
Let's see. He was a Fulbright scholar. He also...
I don't remember what the Fulbright scholarship is for, but it's supposed to be one of those pretty prestigious ones.
Yeah, I think it's like almost like full ride.
I imagine it's a full ride. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
All right, you
Fulbright
look at that, and then
scholars.
I'll get to the story.
Yeah, you go ahead and finish that up.
She also referred to his Keanu Reeves like looks, saying, "I like dudes
I'm
who look as
sorry.
close
What?
to Keanu Reeves as possible."
Stop.
Uh,
What? What?
no,
What?
no.
Excuse me?
All right.
Yeah, do the side by side, Johnny. I'm just saying, like maybe there's a reason why she's wearing glasses. Maybe that's not for like the cute nerd look. Maybe she actually needs them.
I'm not seeing it. Not one fucking bit.
Oh, so this is like this Fulbright is like
Let me see if I can.
Rhodes Scholar. It's a cultural exchange
It's
program.
it's for smart people.
Ostensibly, yes. And anyway, we were getting past the Keanu Reeves like look.
Keanu Reeves looks like a partially bald Japanese man. Okay, got it.
I wouldn't say he looks partially bald, but I mean,
This right here, that's a start. Like,
it's a start, but I mean, he's still got a decent comb over there. That's respectable, okay? And you know, I'd say you know, I'd give him more of a Ken Watanabe than I would a Keanu,
yes,
but still respectable.
that man gets no love. Ken Watanabe is a treasure. Anyway,
But yeah, like she made jokes upon jokes about this poor man, you know, and
ah,
I want
it
to
was the
say the
second one.
reason for.
Hard Knock Wife was the first one.
Ah, okay, that's right. Yeah, I remember it was Baby Cobra we watched, but
Oh no, Baby Cobra was the first one. So we watched the first one. I watched the second one after
I
that.
was right.
So okay.
I was right.
Nah.
Does it say in this article why they got divorced? Is it one of those like, oh, they mutually agreed, you know, no fault divorce?
Let's see here.
Because I mean, they do say like she's been very personal about his information. Like, did he just finally like, bitch, enough? I don't want to end up looking like Will Smith.
Yeah. Let's see. In 2018's Hard Knock Wife, Wong talked about the couple's prenup and Hakuda's income, which apparently pales in comparison with hers. Okay.
For how long? Go talk to Dave Foley, Allie. You know, that man can't go back to his home country because of his divorce.
At least not until that kid turns 18. Let's see here. Before that, in Baby Cobra, Wong told the story of how they met, admitting that she thought Hakuda was out of her league. So she came up with a plan to trap his ass. Despite the abundance of very Googleable information out there about him and the red carpet appearances by the two, on the day Wong confirmed she and her husband planned to split. Fucking hell. Some news outlets misidentified Hakuda, incorrectly using photos of Asian American actor Randall Park.
They
instead.
pulled some red carpet photos, didn't they? Like, oh, here she is on the red carpet with an Asian man. That must be her husband.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's,
instead of
that's
doing
really
a-
lazy.
And
That's
instead of
really
doing a Google search. Oh, yeah, they did. With the same fucking glasses.
Wait, is she wearing the same?
She's wearing the same thing.
No, wait, so that okay? That's from the same red carpet event, though. At the very least,
Yeah.
right? Same background. Okay, so they got the right event, but they pulled like, wait, how many Asian men is she standing next to? Two? Okay, coin flip. Head, she's married to Randall Park. Yeah, that's fairly late.
Heads, it's Ant-Man. Tails, it's...
Well, no. I mean...
Bus driver from...
as much stuff as Randall Park has been... I mean, he was Kim Jong-un, for crying out loud. You know? He was on network television for at least a few years with Fresh Off the Boat. You know? They're a stand-up comedian himself.
But yeah, look at this. This is... It's the same setup. So, I mean, like, clearly they grabbed a photo and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll run with this.
But, I mean, like, my point is, like, we're just two guys talking shit, right? Their job is to cover these people.
That's true. I mean, still...
Yes, Nostradamus. That was the guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp as well. I mean, they've had him in a few different series now. I think he was also in WandaVision.
Yeah.
Which is like the last thing that I watched from Disney, Marvel. I was like, nope, I'm done.
I've been watching Moon Knight. It's been pretty good.
I will catch like replays of Scribe's breakdowns of the shows, but I'm not investing any of my own personal time sitting down to watch it.
Let's see here. The blunder has revived the hashtag wrong agent. I have not seen that thing revived.
Well, I mean, I've never seen the hashtag wrong Asian. Like, how long has this thing been dormant? Because I've been on Twitter for like 5 years now.
Might as well be like Stop Asian Hate or some shit like that.
Well, I mean, they stopped that hashtag, you know, as soon as they realized it wasn't white people beating up Asians.
Yeah.
So, I haven't seen that one in a minute either.
So let's see here. Come on. Can we not ruin the news of Alan Wong's divorce with the wrong Asian racism? Shut the fuck up.
Again, I want to know what was the reason. Give me the reason for the divorce. That's all I care about. I want to hear that this man left his wife because she was a loud mouth. Bitch, you know, like how was it this last special? He's like, she's just gonna keep doing this to me every fucking time. Like, is that when the shoe finally dropped? Yeah.
In their defense, Justin and Randall Park were both Asian on the same night at this one time.
Wait, did somebody seriously say that, or was that something in chat?
Someone seriously said that.
Okay, like I wasn't looking at chat, so I could have given that one to like somebody just being a smart ass.
Wrote Esther Chu.
Well, Esther Chu. I've heard of her. She's also a comedian. I think she's been more on Joey Diaz's podcast than I think maybe she was on Rogan once. So so that would not be, if it's Esther Chu, then that would not be serious.
All right, let's see here.
All right, at least I wouldn't take it seriously on its face.
Now, see, yeah, this I can see, because this is just Randall Park.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Ali Wong and husband Justin Akuda divorcing after 8 years of marriage, and then a picture of Randall Park. Like, it's that.
Okay, yeah, that one's super lazy. At least with the first one, be like, all right, they pulled some pictures from the same event, and maybe somebody didn't look too close. They grabbed the one with Randall Park instead of her husband, Justin. What did you say his last name was?
Hakuda.
Yeah. So maybe that one's just oh, well, we had all the pictures here. Click the wrong file. Accidents happen. This is just straight up Randall Park.
Yeah. They just Googled.
There's no Ali Wong at all.
They probably just Googled Ali Wong, and that's one of the first images that popped up. It's just a still from that movie that they were in together.
See, I didn't even know they were in a movie together.
Yeah,
I only know I know Ali Wong as a stand-up, and I think she's also writing for TV.
She
I didn't know she'd been in any movie roles yet.
Yeah, she was in Always Be My Maybe or something like that, which coincidentally had Keanu
I
Reeves in there. Yeah,
I
he's
tuned
part Asian.
out.
Why didn't they mistake him in there?
When was this movie? When did that movie come out? Because like
Like
I
two,
haven't I
two to
haven't
three
watched
years
any
ago.
new movies. 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing.
Oh yes, I don't hardly ever watch Netflix at all anymore. You know, I have no interest in trying to keep up with what all they're pumping out.
Just last month, world famous
Oh,
tennis
we got
star Serena Williams. What?
we got some breaking news. Oscar-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr. pleads guilty to forcible touching.
Really?
I mean, you know Cuba Gooding Jr. played O.J. Simpson, right? He couldn't get him a dream team. Come on, man, method acting. You got to get into character, son. But you had heard about the Cuba Gooding Jr. with the whole touching thing before, right?
No.
This goes way back. Yeah, this is from like this charges stem from like 2018. Cuba Gooding Jr. This is from Reuters. Cuba Gooding Jr. pleaded guilty on Wednesday to a misdemeanor count of forcible touching a woman at a Newark nightclub in 2018 as part of an agreement with prosecutors that spares the Oscar-winning actor any immediate jail time. So what? They're going to give him some delayed jail time? The guilty plea, in which Gooding also admitted in court to subjecting two other women to non-consensual physical contact in 2018 and 2019, came 3 years after he was arrested, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office said in a statement. Oh shit, what was that? Was there like some movie or TV show like spoofing like sci-fi where like no, oh no, that was Demolition Man, wasn't it? Where like they'd go to do the high five and they'd stop like a foot away from each other and like move their hand in a circle.
Um,
Non-consensual physical contact.
I'm not sure.
I swear that was Demolition Man. It's gonna get to a point where like they were in a nightclub. Like what happened? Like he grabbed some titty. You know, he squeezed your ass. What? Like this is why I prefer bars. I just sit at the bar, I drink my drink, and I leave everybody the fuck alone. I don't have to be like trying to get past no dance floor, you know. Della says yes, Demolition Man. Thank you. Oh, and Tier as well. It took me a minute, but I
Hey,
got
Doug.
back to it. For some reason, I was thinking of what's that? For some reason, I was wanting to say that Tim Allen Sigourney Weaver space movie. It's got Alan Rickman in it too.
Um,
They were making
Galaxy
fun of like Star
Quest.
Trek, Galaxy Quest. Yeah. For some reason, I was wanting to say that at first, and I came back to Demolition Man.
No, that's
Under the plea agreement, if the 54-year-old Gooding continues to undergo court-ordered counseling for 6 months, he can withdraw his misdemeanor plea and plead guilty to a lesser violation of harassment. If he fails to comply, he faces up to 1 year in jail. Oh, he must have squeezed that titty and twisted or something. Like a year in jail? What the fuck did he do? The actor is accused of violating 3 different women at various Manhattan night spots in 2018 and 19. He pleaded guilty to the most serious count, charging him with forcibly kissing a woman at a nightclub in 2018. Ugh.
yeah,
Ugh.
that's a bit
Johnny,
much.
would you be like sucking face with a chick you just met at a nightclub?
Uh, maybe.
I get. Like no, I'm gonna see you under like some like
I mean,
I'm going to see you under like some fluorescent light first. Like, what am I getting into here?
and I'm gonna go with based on the fact that I have been to one rave in my lifetime, and it will be the last one I ever go to because
Like,
that was a miserable time.
yeah, but before I'm letting some chick, get her tongue in my mouth, I'm making sure she's passing the rain barrel test at least. So nightclubs, no, I'm sorry. Uh, let's see. I apologize for ever making anybody feel inappropriately touched, dude. You were slapping her tonsils with your tongue. The New York Times quoted Gooding as saying in court when entering his guilty plea, a representative and a lawyer for the actor could not immediately be reached for comment. Why would you just got a statement from him in court when he pled guilty? Why do you need them to comment? And of course, talking about 1996's Jerry Maguire, "Show Me the Money," Academy Award win, good for him. Okay, now we're just going through his IMDb because they're talking about him playing OJ in The People versus OJ Simpson.
Yeah.
Hours after the plea, a Manhattan federal judge rejected Gooding's bid to dismiss a $6 million civil suit. Oh, okay, this is different.
Oh, wow.
By a woman who said Gooding raped her twice in 2013 at the Mercer Hotel in Manhattan's Soho district. U.S. District Judge Paul Crotty, that's an unfortunate name, said the woman didn't take too long to sue by waiting until 2020 to invoke a New York City law protecting victims of gender-motivated violence. Gooding said a different law with a one-year statute of limitations should have applied. He has denied his accuser's allegations. Okay, see, I had not heard about any. Well, I mean, that's a civil suit, first of all. So, like, I had not heard about that being reported until now. So that she waited until 2020. Okay, yeah, because I remember like the 2018, 2019. Damn it, Frosted.
Yeah, you're not wrong though.
He's not wrong, but he just completely threw off what I was saying. What was I saying?
Something about time limit.
Oh, yeah. I had not heard about the civil suit. I'd heard about the forcible touching. But yeah, apparently the glove did fit. So, but yeah, 6 months of therapy or whatever. I don't know what the I don't know about the kiss, but like the civil suits, like, yeah, it's been a while, but apparently it's not the statute of limitations hadn't run out on that one. Do you have something else? Because I was just scrolling on that one that I found it.
I'm pretty much done there.
Johnny, you're not a baseball fan at all, are you?
Not really. I mean, I am a Cubs fan, so I watch whenever for a while the Cubs are playing, but always just fast.
I am not a baseball fan. Like I enjoy playing baseball. I enjoyed playing it growing up as a kid. It was always fun playing baseball, with my friends and other people in my age group. But I would be bored to tears watching professional baseball. Right? Well, apparently today there was a big moment. The pitcher Clayton Kershaw, I don't remember who he plays for, but apparently he was pitching a perfect game. And they pulled him. I saw one tweet earlier saying like the number of do you have like over under Johnny? Or closest without going over. Price is Right rules. If you had to guess how many perfect games have been thrown in all of Major League Baseball history,
Like no hitters?
how many? How many? No, no, not a no hitter. A perfect game.
No, it's a perfect game.
Huh?
So what's a perfect? What is a perfect game?
No hits, no runs, no errors.
So
So you can have a no
absolutely
hitter, like nobody's getting on base, nothing. No walks, nothing. You can have a no hitter, but you can still like walk a guy, or a guy can get on base because it went through the shortstop's leg, and
yeah.
he pulled an error. But a perfect game is none of those things. Zeros across the board.
I would say maybe 2.
Actually, there's been more than that, but yeah, I think that in all of Major League Baseball history, there's only been 23 perfect games pitched. Yeah, I mean, sounds like a lot to really remember. They've been playing this game for like what 120, 130 years or something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball games in that time. So, but yeah, like if I were watching that, if it was something historic like that, like this dude might throw a perfect game. You might catch one in your lifetime sitting down watching the game. I would be pissed watching them pull him. And if I were the player, I would be pissed if I got pulled.
Yeah.
Apparently this dude was cool with it. And it's like, okay, maybe he was getting tired, maybe he, it's like, one more inning, I'm probably going to give up a hit anyway,
How big of was his paycheck?
Well, I don't remember what inning they pulled him in, but they said his pitch count was only at like 80. So I'm wondering if that was just like straight math, because like baseball is very stat heavy.
Yeah. What is the minimum number of pitches in a game?
Minimum, let's see, 3. If you struck out every player in 3 that's 3 pitches. That's 3 outs an inning times 9. So it'd be like 81 total. If it was all strikeouts, that is.
Okay, I didn't ask what the most amount of pitches thrown by a pitcher in one game. I asked for the least.
But again, it would be 81 if it was straight strikeouts. But I mean, you could pitch a perfect game with literally 3 pitches an inning. So you could be as low as 27. I think, right? Yeah, 3 times 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then if your team doesn't actually hit, you're gonna keep going from there. But
Frosted, yay, sports ball. I'm just surprised. Like you would figure, the dude would be angry at the very least. Perfect game. Like it doesn't happen very often. He had a chance. He's like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, why? I don't understand the psychology behind that one.
Let's see here. All right. Well, there's an animal attack video.
Well, I mean, we can't watch slap fights anymore, so. All right.
Let's see if we can pull this one up here.
Oh, Johnny, that gives me an idea. We can't do slap fights anymore. Animal attack videos, man. That's the new slap fight. What do you think?
Yeah, that would work.
I don't know, man. Like we got claim for slap fights from Russia and Haiti. You really think like they're not going to claim like bear attacks and whatnot?
I think it just depends on the video we show.
I miss the slap fights. I really do.
Me too.
Okay, so this is not
I
gonna.
don't know if the audio is coming in.
I'm not getting anything, but maybe the stream is. Yeah, it's stream is.
Okay.
What you said?
They're telling people get in the building, get in the building. Because they know he's over here, he's spraying pheromones all over the place.
He's hot.
Oh, look. Oh! Did you get it?
I got it.
Oh,
Okay, please stop the video. For the love of God, people, film in landscape.
Oh no!
All right,
No, it is the
that
number
is the
one
first.
annoyance.
That is like a mortal sin of cell phone recording. Turn that shit sideways. Film proper.
Is it so much to ask?
Okay, but like there's still like half that video left. Did he take another swipe at it or what?
He's looking at you now.
He hit the car. That was the park ranger. So he probably did it on purpose. Yeah, to try to distract him probably.
You think?
That's not that car.
He did it on purpose.
Just so those were tourists, obviously.
Clearly.
Oh man. I don't. I feel bad for the animal because like obviously this. There's a whole lot of stuff going on around him, big ass building there. Was it apartment complex, hotel, what?
It seems like a resort. It is in Yellowstone, so it's probably around there. So yeah, it's probably the.
Frosted. Zack Snyder's Justice League was 4.3. Even Hollywood doesn't know how to shoot landscape. Or in focus, apparently. I saw like one of the false endings for that. One of the girlfriend's kids was watching it. It's like this is hurting my eyes. Like I felt like I need to go see, like get an eye exam. Like do I need a new prescription for my reading glasses? What? Because none of this shit is in focus. I'm a little disappointed in that one. Although that's mainly because like nobody got hit.
Yeah.
I love seeing those bison videos. Like, oh, I'm gonna go pet the bison. Like, oh, you better get fucked up.
Oh, I fucking love those things. Then it's
like
amazing.
this is like some dairy cow that's used to like humans being around it. This is a fucking petting zoo. You see some like some middle-aged white lady get launched like 15 feet just
All right, here's another one. Let's see. Wolf chases elk into Yellowstone. Oh. This one's going to be relatively short.
Was there any audio on that?
No.
Okay. This is a moose getting chased by a wolf? Oh shit.
Wolf chasing an elk right into the side of the vehicle. Broken antler.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it broke more than an antler. Because it was just laying on the ground. That wolf strolled up like, hey, hey.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I was impressed with that first video. It didn't look like he broke any antlers on that, even though he rammed it right into the side of that park ranger truck.
I think in looking at it, this picture kind of says everything.
Y'all got too close. Now you about to learn. Is Dad smiling there? He looks way too unconcerned. That better be a nervous smile, sir. Because the kid seems like they got the right of it. Like, oh fuck, I better get out of here.
That kid's just like, he's waiting to see if I got a good shot on my dad's leg here over here.
That kid knows the first rule about, like nature is like, I don't have to be faster than it. I just have to be faster than you, old man. I wonder if that kid ever seen like The Whitest Kids You Know. That whole time that Buffalo's chase was like, get a new daddy, get a new daddy. Yeah. They did fuck around and find out, because at the very least they got a good cardio workout that day. My time is now, old man. Yeah. Like I said, Dad seemed way too confident in his ability to outrun that kid. I think she was really digging for it.
See if there's any actual attacks here. Let's see here. Grizzly kills hiker. Yellowstone 6666.
Oh, here's something for you, Johnny.
No idea what that's supposed to be out.
I went ahead and looked back through some of the stuff I was tweeting about earlier. Do you know who Francesca Fiorentini is?
Not a bit.
Well, she's a check mark on the Twitters, but she's also from the TYT network, and she had a gem of a tweet today, or well, no, it wasn't from today, but I saw it today. This is also an old one, keeping with the theme for tonight. This is from 2018.
Yep.
But think of socialism like a fancy baked good. Just because many have made a mess of their kitchen attempting it, doesn't mean you go around declaring you'll never eat souffle again. It just means you try harder. A lot of people on here seem to have never had a good souffle. Luckily, part of the recipe is literacy and free education, so you can read the instructions and make your own. Johnny, have you ever had souffle?
No.
Anybody in chat? Tier, with your crab cakes out there in Maryland, have you ever had a souffle? Like to dessert? Why are the dumb ones rich? Because God has a very sick sense of humor. That's why. Yeah, mess of a kitchen equals 100 million dead. Yeah, Frosted, apparently. Are you telling me that your messy kitchen doesn't include a genocide here and there? Really?
Oops. Spilled my souffle. Time to go gas some juice.
Okay, I wasn't going to go that far. God damn it, Johnny.
Well, it's been nice talking to you guys.
I was going to dance up to the line. You just went ahead and just goose-stepped across it. Congratulations.
What can I say except for Heil?
Just keep digging that hole deeper, pal. Go ahead. We'll see you next time on my channel.
See you in 30 days. Bye.
I think Johnny's just trying to like. He's like, nah, man. We're gonna start streaming on Camel's channel. I'm just gonna go ahead and nuke mine, so he's got no other choice.
Say, how do I get this done? I know.
But yeah, socialism is just souffle socialists. That's a new one. Guess they got tired of knocking back the champagne. They decided they're gonna have some dessert.
Oops, 100 million dead. I'm such a Sagittarius.
uh, and then that was also something else going around earlier today too. A tweet by a gentleman by the name of Matthew Golden. It said, "I'm sorry, but if I see you walking on the sidewalk without a mask, I will bitch slap you. The more of us who stay home, the faster this will be over. Oh, and if you are selfishly going out to bars and restaurants, for Christ's sake, have the decency to tip your servers." Now, a lot of people were going around, you know, I don't know, like, well, where you live at? I'll come by, or I wish you lived in my neighborhood. Like, because this is a noodly armed looking white dude, right? And he probably said he would bitch slap you because that's all he can muster.
Yeah,
But every now and then, folks, you gotta check the bios. I'm not saying you gotta look at everyone's bio, because let's face it, some people lie. I got my location down as half Lahoma. But yeah, 23, bisexual, writer for Saturday Night Live. There it is, folks. That is the funniest thing I've seen from an SNL writer in a while.
Yeah, I actually replied to that one. Did you see that?
No. Although I don't see a whole lot of your tweets. It's weird. Like, you're the person I have the most interaction with on the site, and they don't show me your tweets hardly ever.
So, yeah, random. Actually, let's see here. Yeah, he says that the guy tweets it out. The guy goes, "Dude, I hope this is a joke." Random goes, he says he's an SNL writer, so
okay, there you are.
Yeah, to do jokes. I go, well, he is a bitch. That's how he slaps people.
Huh?
And then I'm like, so do you not get the joke? Because he's talking about bitch slapping, means he's a bitch. And yes, I do know that the bitch slap is the slap of who you're making a bitch, but yeah. I went for the depth that an SNL writer could possibly, hopefully, maybe see. And apparently, that guy never saw it. But
no, he's if he's an SNL writer tier, he's not in your neck of the woods. He's probably busy gentrifying Chris Rock's old neighborhood. So yeah, he wouldn't have to worry about anybody slapping back.
Let's see. Actually, since we're talking about baseball, Nolan Ryan is trending.
Oh shit! Did he die?
No.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
In June 1974, Nolan Ryan threw 235 pitches against the Red Sox. He made his next start on 3 days rest and won.
Oh, that's in relation to the Clayton Kershaw getting pulled after 80 pitches. Yeah. They used to throw hundreds of pitches a game, and now, like I said, with all the analytics, they're keeping track of pitch counts and stuff like that, to where I don't know, you're probably if you're getting up around 90, 100 pitches, they're like, yeah, go ahead and pull him. I live in fear of SNL writers coming and Will Smithing me because I don't wear talismans. Again, living in Oklahoma, at best that I saw in my area, it was 50-50 after the first 2 weeks, month of whatever, of people saying you got to wear them. And then, like, for the longest time, there was just like people that had to work that had to wear them. It's like, damn, that sucks for you. About the only places now that people still, require or at the very least ask that you wear masks is, medical places that I've seen. No restaurants or anything like that are saying, "Hey, you got to wear a mask to come in here."
No, I think the only place.
But I also don't go anywhere either. Like, I can't remember the last time I went to the movie theater or anything like that. What were you saying, Johnny? The last place that you went that had a mask requirement?
Yeah, is the doctor's office. That's really the only place that has them anymore.
Yeah, Talik. I've seen some stories of like people trying to, or some locations. I think Philly was trying to push a mask mandate. I don't know if they're still going through with it or not, but I guess China's brewing up the next batch, and we're supposed to be expecting some new variants. Johnny, how did you feel seeing the video? Did you see the videos of them like having like the mesh bags of cats in Shanghai just out in the street?
No.
There's your Uyghur moment right there, my friend. Like you should be making a stink about that online.
No,
Let my kittens go. Are we still on like the Greek alphabet, or have we gone ahead and stopped doing that?
I don't know if the next variants have gone to like mixing the.
Well, I mean, like we skipped a few of them too. Like I remember. Uh, I don't remember where it is in the Greek alphabet, but apparently, like one of them was supposed to be new, the new variant NU, like new metal.
The Bloodywood.
Huh?
You're talking about the band?
No, I'm talking. They had like Delta and
Oh,
Omicron and yeah, one of the variants like it should have been like I think before we got to Omicron, we should have had the new variant NU, new, like new metal.
gotcha.
That it would have been the new variant, and I guess we skipped that because everyone's retarded and they would have like what new variant? Huh? There's a new variant? What's the name of it?
New. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be just it would be like naming your dog Guess and talking to a dumb person. Like, well, what's the dog's name? Guess. No, seriously, man, what's the dog's name?
It's the Who's on first of.
Yeah. When Hammer told me that, like that was supposed to be the next variant, I was like, you're fucking with me right now, right? Like I can't tell anymore, dude.
They're just gonna throw the entire alphabet in there and just call it good.
That's right. We were supposed to have a G variant, XI before new. Like we skipped a few letters. Like they are damn lucky that like, we're kind of illiterate on our own alphabet. So like Greek, definitely not keeping track of that shit, right? Thanks for going with me on that, Johnny. I appreciate it.
I was distracted by a Gilbert Godfrey post.
Oh, there have been some gems coming up. Since, I saw a picture on somebody posted on Twitter. It had Bob Saget, Gilbert Godfrey. I think it had Louis Anderson. No. Norm Macdonald. It was
McDonald, yeah.
It was Bob, Norm, Gilbert, and Jeff Ross. I was like, ah, shit. Somebody start the clock. You know. Somebody start the clock. Jeff Ross might not make it to the next roast. Yeah, that is a chin scratcher there, Frosted. And apparently, members of chat they know the Greek alphabet way better than I do. So. But yeah, I don't care anymore. I haven't for a good long while, and I would love to see I would love to see people around here be like told like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do another lockdown. I'm sorry, what? Why? I don't think I don't think it would fly. I don't know about you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that poll from Tim Pool earlier today?
I did not.
It's a yes or no proposition, Johnny. Would you kill someone to stop them from killing your pet? So, would you?
Hmm.
You really don't like those cats, do you?
Well, I'm trying to think of like particular circumstances. Like, there's.
Somebody is trying to kill your pet.
And I just.
I mean,
Do I just okay.
do we really need any way like mitigating circumstances? I'm just taking it on its face, like for no reason in particular. This person is trying to kill one of my animals.
Yeah. No, I would. Yeah. Let the bullets soar.
And then there's the always sunny meme. If you are willing to shoot someone who is trying to steal your dog, it means you value your dog more than someone's life. Me. So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yes, no one kills my plan B. Exactly. Like, well, for me, my dogs are like early warning detection. You're not sneaking up on my house. I don't care if you're like a certified fucking ninja. All right. My Rottweiler is gonna let me know that somebody's here that ain't supposed to be. I would kill someone for a Klondike bar. I mean, I never really did like the mint chocolate candies, but I mean, you do you. I'll shank somebody for a Snickers.
Okay, I do have to point out a tweet that I did, and I don't think anyone has liked it, and I will.
But I mean, since you didn't know about the poll before you get to that, like, what do you think the breakdown is, Johnny? Without looking.
I already looked.
Oh well, never mind.
I would have guessed that it's a majority yes.
Oh yeah, landslide. For those in chat, it's 77.4 for the fuck around and find out, and it's 22.6 for people who don't really like their animals. Or at this point, like Nana Camel and my dogs are probably the only reason why I'm not a criminal. Because cops will shoot your dog without blinking, so it's like, really don't want them getting called on me.
Okay, so Jack posted a video earlier. Jack Cochran, and I wanted to. I got amusing when I saw it because he had said, let's see, his quote is, "Pandas are the special kids of the animal kingdom." My response, if I can bring this up here, I can't find my.
And dolphins are the rapists of the sea. What's your point?
I'll need to. It's not letting me find the screen. Okay, here we are. All right. So this was my reply. This is a hidden gem. No, I'm not going to say you should go in like this, but you should go in like this.
I mean, you'd get full points if you had like the chin strap and everything. You know?
Well, I wasn't sure. I was using my phone. It's not like I could
Ah,
stretch it.
okay, fair enough.
So I just went with what I could find.
Now, like, do you have a stylus, or are you just using them bare paws to like be editing stuff on your phone? Because I'll give you more slack.
I do have a stylus, so there is. It does help. But as far as because you can see where the holes are, where you can see the panda's head. Yeah, I use the stylus for that. As far as like, getting the cutout for the helmet, a majority of that was done by hand.
I love how you size it so it's like right between the ears.
And that was also I was going to like try and go for the entire head, but I thought it'd be funnier just to like keep it between the ears, just because it would look so stupid.
I'm sorry. What? Okay. Apparently, because I clicked one deal about baseball. Okay, so this is from April 20. Yeah, this is from today, April 13th, 2022. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. belts 3 homers in Jays win. First of all, that is a name you don't expect. Vladimir Guerrero. But the Jays win. Toronto Blue. When did Toronto get the Blue Jays back? Or no, I'm thinking of the Expos. Never mind, wrong team.
That's Montreal.
Yeah, never mind. See, I don't pay that much attention to baseball. First of all, why are there any professional teams in Canada? Really, like, you know, they got a baseball team and a basketball team. Doesn't seem right. Russian Mexican, or he's a Mexican vampire. I mean, I don't have his picture pulled up anymore, but if I had to guess, I'd say probably Dominican vampire.
Let's see if I can find that video, because that.
Oh, which one?
There was one where a girl got flung into a tree by a bison.
Oh yeah, we've got to see that.
I'm wondering if that will even be on.
Cuban vampires are the worst.
Oh, no, this one's going to be a risk. So,
Well, we got like blood and gore.
No, it's a YouTube video. So,
okay, gotcha.
We're gonna go for it.
I mean, we should pause it like every few seconds, like the Sabruta film. You see, she hits a tree, back and to the left, back and to the left.
And yeah, there's gonna be quite a bit of back and to the left here. So, all right. Because
okay, those people up there are way too close. How far away is? Do they have the zoom on this video? This looks.
Sure.
I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous, like by proxy. The fuck are you thinking? Oh, we're halfway through a 12-second video. This shit's about to go down. Oh.
Dramatic pause.
Okay, red shirt looks like. Oh yeah, he's booking it. He's booking it. Oh.
So yeah, she.
See, I thought I was gonna get the old lady in the white shirt next to the dude in the red shirt. You don't see the other one until like the very last second. Like I was sure it was gonna be the person filming that was gonna, like you just see, the phone fly in the air, because that looked like that person was way too close. Yeah, don't fuck with the buffalo. Leave them be. Yeah, I don't. Like Johnny, what is like the biggest wild animal you'd be comfortable coming across? You know, out in the wild.
I have come across a couple bears, and I have been smart enough to walk the fuck away. Be like, yep, I am not fucking with that, so I am leaving.
Uh, First off, why are you within spit distance of a creature that weighs as much as a Mack truck? Tourists. That's why.
Yeah.
They're too dumb to know better. Frosted. I wouldn't come across any animal. I ain't into that shit. uh, yeah, man. I'm not sticking around for anything that. I'm not sticking around for anything that I can't kick away with like a steel toe boot. You know. So like wild goose. That's as far as I'm.
No, it's funny because
I mean, I will world star a goose like Drunkle's donation in a hot second. You know.
I took Scarecrow and Rocky to the Hogle Zoo in Salt Lake, and Rocky grabbed a sloth, and it was going to bite him, and it was funny because when he grabbed it, like a kid would. I think he was like maybe 3 or 4 at the time, and he grabbed it, and the slow speed at which he had actually was going to bite Rocky, it was hilarious because
3 more minutes, I'm gonna bite your ear off, you little son of a bitch.
Well, it was funny because he grabbed him, and you know how when an animal grabs, when you grab an animal and it doesn't want you to, it's just gonna be like bite immediately, like it's not gonna fuck around. I had time to look up. Because he had grabbed the sloth. I looked up at the zookeeper who was standing maybe 6 feet away. I looked at him, and he kind of just shrugged. And I looked back.
What are you gonna do?
Like, So I look back down, and maybe he's like halfway between where he grabbed Rocky, or where Rocky grabbed him. And he's like, okay, I'm going to bring this little bitch's hand to me. And I look back up at the zookeeper and then back down at my son, and I just kind of grabbed his wrist and pulled the sloth's hand away. And the sloth just looked at me like, motherfucker, I was almost there. So I had time to look twice to get an okay from the zookeeper to be like, can I grab my son and the sloth and be like, no, you don't do that? Okay, we'll do that.
So you're telling me the kid is lucky that natural selection, is kind of a guideline more than a hard and fast rule?
Well, they let the animals just roam.
And this is why I couldn't be a parent, because I'd be sitting there like waiting till like the very last second, like, is he gonna figure it out? And, like debating, like, should I let him learn this lesson the hard way?
Well, and
I don't know, man. I might have looked back at the zookeeper for like a third time, like,
Well, I'm like,
sorry, man, he's sloth food now.
Well, and like I'm just like, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
I mean, if you probably should just let it go. And if that zookeeper didn't do anything, I mean, fat check, Johnny. That's all I'm saying. Fat check.
and that's what I was thinking.
I
I'm
mean,
like, is he gonna get in trouble for this? Because
think about it, man. Like
everyone,
that's like 6 figures. All you gotta do is give maybe the pinky finger. Like, is your kid really using both of his pinky fingers? 6 figures. That's all I'm saying.
and it's funny because like we're all looking at each other like, wait, I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, even the zookeeper's like, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, but I figured.
Well, like, you brings up a good point. And like, fat check and a missing hand. Was it the right or the left, Johnny?
It was his right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does go into the calculations a bit. That could be a fatter check. Could be.
And it's funny because he is.
Kid's still in school. He's got to learn to write left-handed now. How many left-handed desks they got? There's some discrimination right there.
He is. He writes right-handed, but he's a southpaw.
Well, you don't tell them that before you get a settlement.
Well, no, he writes right-handed.
Yeah. You don't tell him that.
He fights.
You don't tell him that he defends himself with his left. You'll get less money that way. Yeah. I would probably let the kid get bitten by a fly. I'd probably let a kid play with a penny in a light socket too, just to see, hey, you're gonna learn one way or the other.
No, my kids knew better about the light figure thing, or the light switch.
Dude, I knew a guy in high school that fucked around with some tinfoil and a light socket and about lost his eyebrows. And he was like a senior. Stupid just comes to some people in waves and whatnot. And I got a kid, you gotta worry about that wave cresting any moment.
Yeah, I just hope that skips me, because.
But yeah,
skips them.
I couldn't be a parent because I would raise my kids like it was like still the '90s, like bicycle helmet. The fuck you need that for?
Wait.
Let's not get personal. What? I was talking about my hypothetical kids. and the reasons why I don't have them.
But it's starting to get pretty late here, so.
Yeah, and I'm talking about all the ways that I would maim imaginary children with my parenting. So, cousin stuck a fork into a light socket. She was 8, and all it did was split her fingertip. Ooh, call her electric to this day.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Well, this dude was 18, so I haven't seen him since high school. But that'd be the first thing. Hey, how you doing, man? You still putting shit in light sockets? I could let an 8-year-old slide on that after a period of making fun of them. Their prom dates definitely hear about it. That's for sure. If you do that at 8,
yeah,
that'd be coming out with like the baby pictures and stuff.
No, how much for you? Do you know how much college costs?
Oh, I mean, like if I liked the kid, I'd maybe send him to trade school. Go be an electrician. I'm going to remodel my house eventually. Probably need some new wiring or something. Stuck a knife in a light socket as a kid. Lucky for you, it had a wooden handle.
I've never had. Okay. When
I never had an urge to stick anything in a light socket.
I was always told that you could be. It was okay to have an electric current with a wooden handle. With anything with a wooden handle. My dad, because we had this lawnmower, and the how most lawnmowers have that grip, and then you let go of the grip and it turns off the lawnmower. Well, somehow he got it to where there was this little metal plumber's tape that is it plumber's tape? I can't remember what it's called, but it's metal, and it touches the spark plug, shuts off the machine. And so I go, okay, sure, I can do that. Go to touch the thing, shocks me. Okay, well, I think there's some other way to do that. And so he goes, oh, just take this knife. It's got a wood handle. Should be fine. So I go, okay. Take the wood handle, touch it to the thing, shocks me. Okay.
Oh.
I gotta find another way to do this. So I grab the lawnmower and I just hold it to the lawnmower is pointing up at I'd say like a 60-degree angle, and it floods the engine and it shuts off the lawnmower. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a waste of gas, but this is how it's going to be done from now on.
So I just saw something on Twitter, and I went to check if the location is legit, and apparently it is, at least according to DuckDuckGo. It's the first result. 1 second, gotta sneeze. Oh, but there's this sign. It says Morris Sussex Family Practice, and it gives the address and the doctor in charge and whatnot. It says student athletes. Sports physicals are done primarily to make sure you are not at high risk for sudden cardiac death on the playing field. COVID vaccinations affect your risk. In response to worldwide experience in vaccine adverse event monitoring, we are adopting a more precautionary sports physical sign-off policy. If you have received doses of any COVID vaccine, we will not be able to clear you to compete in sports without performing lab work and possibly an echocardiogram to rule out potential heart damage. And I went to this website for the Morris Sussex Family Practice, and it's right there in their they have a section for student athletes, so that's the exact same thing. So yeah, so I wonder how many more of these we're going to see around doctors' offices around the country, or if this is going to be an outlier.
So I wonder if that picks up, because if they're showing correlation between the vaccine and these kids dying, could that could open up some lawsuits, possibly.
The channel goes down in 5, 4, 3, 2. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as a backup, folks. But yeah, like I said, I wonder how many more of those you're going to see. Because this isn't like, this is from a practice in New Jersey, This isn't like some rogue doctor out in Arkansas or something. I mean, it could still be a rogue doctor, but what are the chances New Jersey?
But I think we'll call it.
Oh, ooh. Nacho says, had an echocardiogram recently. The hot nurse lady bruised my chest with it. Ouch. How hot was she, though? Hot enough that you didn't mind, or
yes, ma'am, may I please have another?
Was it hello, nurse?
I will certainly wait for that reply.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
He's revoked
Are, are,
purpose.
are we hot enough? I was going Yakko Warner in my head. There you go. Yeah. That's one of these days. When I have the money, I'm gonna go find me an artist, and I'm going to commission them to do me a new avatar. You know, because with all the home health stuff I've been doing for Nana Camel, I think it'd be hilarious to have my avatar made up like a Blink 182's Enema of the State cover.
Which one?
And if you don't know, huh?
What was that lady's name?
Oh, that's Janine.
Yeah,
The porn star Janine. I don't know how to
Rothen,
pronounce her last name.
Rothenbuehler, I think, or something like that.
Lynn Mulder or something like, yeah. It's some weird foreign sounding name that
Luden.
Johnny probably would be goose stepping to. But hey man, if you're interested, if you want to draw that, by all means, I'll use it. I can't pay you for it, otherwise I would.
Oh, Janine Lindemann. That's it.
That see, this is where like I wish I was on a stream with Pat, so I wouldn't seem like I was the biggest pervert. But I actually know quite a bit about that chick. She's a former porn star. She was married to what's his name? Is it Jesse James, that West Coast Choppers dude, Monster Garage guy from the Discovery Channel.
Huh.
Wasn't she in the Vince Neil sex tape too, or is that a different porn star I'm thinking of? How can you be a red blooded American, that was growing up in the '80s and not know about this? This is prime '90s drama. Tommy Lee had a Baywatch sex tape with Pamela Anderson, and Vince Neil had a penicillin sex tape with Janine, the porn star. It is 2022. We don't judge your porn choices. Not. I don't think it's so much necessarily like the fact that I mean, I don't think it's a porn thing. I think it's like, why do you know so much about this porn person's personal life, kind of thing. Because she was one of the big ones from like the late '80s, early '90s, and like she was a. There's something else that she went the Wesley Snipes route. She ended up going to prison for not paying her taxes. To quote Die Hard too. I was in junior high, dickhead. Well, that's not an excuse, Frosty. That's like the time you start learning about these people. Come on. That quote doesn't really work here now, does it? I mean, if you can make fun of jeans and a t-shirt, by all means, I've never been accused of being fashionable. But I like that. Like, we'll judge you more for how you dress than what you beat off to. That's very open-minded of you.
Yeah.
Speaking of porn stars and their personal lives, I really do hate that Jesse James dude.
Yeah, and she was married to him for 2 years.
Married to him, had a kid. Think about this. Jesse James had like one of the hottest porn stars of the '90s as his wife. Was married to Sandra Bullock, America's sweetheart, and now he's shacked up with another former porn star. Like, I should have learned shit about motorcycles growing up, dude. I end up in the wrong line of work.
Yep, and the Vince Neil had the sex date with her.
Now I'm just thinking back to like that old like MTV like anti STD commercials. Like, you know, if you had sex with Pamela Anderson, you'd also be having sex with Tommy Lee. It's like, well, I mean, he wore enough eyeliner back in the '80s. I could give you a pass on that. Yeah, Nacho, he's with Bonnie Wright, and he's getting old too. Like she's still in her 20s. He's in his 50s at least. Not cool, man. It's not cool. Yeah, Bonnie Rodden. Okay, now it's personal, right, Frosted? Yeah.
All
like,
right, but yeah, we are carrying on a little too long now. So,
hey man, I could keep going. I told you I got that second wind.
yeah, you got it, but I don't.
I mean, I could sit here and talk about porn stars for a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah, we don't.
Sounds like all right. You know what? I'm just gonna.
We don't have
my
Pat.
mic.
We don't have Pat here for this one, so we would need, if we're gonna have a porn conversation, we would have to have Pat on.
I will say, like, I give Bonnie Rotten a pass on the tattoos before we leave. There are a lot of porn stars, like, if they come into the industry with tattoos or whatever, all right, cool. That's just part of who you are. What I don't like is like the porn stars that have been in the business for years, decades, and now they're getting tattoos. Prime example, we were talking about Janine earlier.
Mm-hmm.
She was when she was coming up, she was big with Julia Ann, another porn Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Julia Ann, for the longest time, no tattoos, or she had like one very small little like heart tattoo or something like that, tiny. Unless you're watching like 4K, HD, that looked like a mole. Now the bitch has got like a half a sleeve. It's like, no. Don't do that. But yeah, that's my only thing about the tattoos when it comes to the porn stars. Get them before you get on camera, or wait until you retire.
Agreed. But with that, I'm closing it. You guys have a good night, and we will see you on the next one. Hopefully, sometime soon, sooner than later.
Yeah, hopefully, man. I've been really worn down lately, and you've had your own medical issues going on, so
yeah,
haven't really been able to connect and do one of these just shoot the shit streams in a while.
Yeah, it's been too long, but yeah, hopefully we'll jump back into it.
Could have been worse, man. So you could have had Sanguine here. This could have been a 5-hour stream.
Yeah, we're not doing marathons yet, so. All right, you guys have a good night. We'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.